Dear students, I would like to welcome you all in my class of CIS 2168 Data Driven Design. Now we are in week number 8, and in this week we'll focus on session tracking. This is part number 1 of session tracking, and in this part of the video lecture I will explain the aim and objectives of week 8 session. So the aim and objectives are given in the next slide. So here you can see the aim of this session is to understand and analyze web-based session tracking using a data set. So what you are going to do, you will be given a log file, or you will be given a CSV file, and then using these two data file you need to conduct session analysis. So what exactly you are going to do? You are going to conduct session analysis. This is the client. Client is using his computer, and in this computer what client is doing? Client is using a browser, web browser, and using this web browser client is performing different actions, different activities client is performing. Let's say activity 1, activity 2, activity 3, activity 4, activity n. So session tracking is, suppose client is using the system at, let's say, 2 p.m. and he started using the browser at 2 p.m. and he used the browser or the website, particular website, from 2 p.m. to, let's say, 2:30 p.m. So for 30 minutes he has used a specific website, and where he has performed different activities A1, A2, A3, A4 and AN. So in order to analyze what he has done, what activities he has performed, client has performed, we can conduct session tracking. So the session is for this 30 minutes time, 30 minutes, what this client has done. So this is what we call as a session tracking. So we would like to track the activities performed by this user or the client in this specific time period, that is, let's say on 25th of November 2017, or 2017 client 1 is using the system, and on this system he is using some website for a specific period of time starting from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. So this, for this 30 minutes of time he is performing different activities, and someone would like to analyze what activities he is performing, then this whole process is known as session tracking. So basically what you are doing, you are analyzing the states, different states of this client. So this is what we are going to perform. So these activities will be recorded in this log file or the CSV file, and using these two this log file or the CSV file will analyze the session for the client. So this is what we are going to do in this session. So in order to achieve this aim, how we will achieve this aim? To achieve this aim, I have enlisted these many objectives. To achieve this aim, you need to complete all these objectives. So the first objective is understanding the session tracking. So I have explained session tracking briefly here, but in the next part I will explain what is the session tracking in detail, so that you can achieve the first objective. Then we'll discuss how to identify a particular session. Then we will discuss limitations of session tracking. So limitations of session tracking means what you can do and what not. So what is the limitations of the session tracking we'll discuss. Then the fourth objective is discussion on web tracking, and lastly we'll discuss what is cookies and role of cookies in session tracking. These three objectives which are given in red text will achieve these three objectives during the tutorial session. So you will write programming code to perform these activities, that is session identification. This is the first task you will complete in your tutorial session. Then you will write code for session analysis and then remote tracking. So these three things you will perform during the tutorial session in this week. So that's all in this part, and in the next part I will explain session tracking. Thank you very much.